Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carter Walker. I love talking about movies, music, comics, and games. And I just got out of seeing Asteroid City, the new Wes Anderson flick, and I wanted to talk about it. Probably a very different kind of movie that I've been talking about the last few months with all these blockbusters and everything, but I saw it and I still really wanted to talk about it. I've been looking forward to it, if I'm being totally honest, pretty much all year. As far as enjoying and watching his films, I'll admit I'm not the biggest. I haven't seen a ton of them. There's a lot on my list that I just haven't seen. The one I have seen is Fantastic Mr. Fox, and I absolutely adore that movie, so it's kind of funny that I really haven't checked out anymore. However, I went and saw Asteroid City with my wife and a few of our friends, and I just really wanted to talk about it, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, I have been having a few microphone issues lately. I haven't moved away from the TV, moved away from the Blu-ray. It's in my hands, I'm holding it very delicately, not by the battery pack there. And it's plugged in and everything, but I think it honestly is just time for me to call it quits with the Walmart microphones and upgrade a little bit, especially if I'm going to be taking this maybe a little bit more seriously or do a few more videos in the future. So I do apologize. I'll probably be looking into a nicer microphone. I'm not sure when, but hopefully soon. So I do apologize if there's a few things cut out of this video, a few of my sentences that I have to edit around. It just makes this very loud static noise where I can't hear anything. And so I have to cut whatever I say out, and then I have to work around it. So I do apologize ahead of time. Anyways, enjoy the review, and thank you for all the support. Before I get into that, have you seen Asteroid City? Are you a big Wes Anderson fan? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I'm very interested to see takes of the movie, what it means to people, what people got away from it. As you'll see later on in the video, I'm a little confused at everything, so I just wanted to hear everyone's take. Starting out with the positives, I really enjoyed, again, I think it's a very beautiful movie. Framed, blocked, structured, architected, that's not even a word, very, very well. It's very impressive how the shots are framed, very impressive the camera movements. There's a lot of great transitions. Sorry, I just smacked my mic. A lot of great transitions, a lot of great camera angles, camera movements in here that I very much enjoyed. A lot of great pans and tilts. I just like how Wes Anderson is able to kind of pan around a scene and show different environments, different structures. Maybe it's cut, maybe it's not. I just really enjoyed that. I thought it brought a lot of flavor to the movie, brought a lot of life to the movie, and I very much appreciated that, and I very much enjoyed it. Biggest positive of the movie for me was the score. I thought the score was fantastic. It could get a little redundant with like the high-pitched bell, but I thought overall it was very well done, very emotional, and it even made me like a little bit more emotional than the acting. I think with a different score, the acting really wouldn't hit as hard as it does here, and so I very much appreciated the score. I thought it was fantastic here. As far as the cast goes, Jason Schwartzman did an excellent job. I've really only seen him in, I've heard him in Across the Spider-Verse, but I really enjoyed him in Scott Pilgrim. Plays a very different character here, but he plays a very off-kilter, very off-color character who hides a lot of his emotions, and I enjoyed the role that he played in the story. I enjoyed seeing him kind of go throughout the film, learn how to be a little bit more loving, show a little bit more emotion, and I enjoyed how the film is structured. I think it's structured in a very unique way to where it's like a play inside of a biography, inside of a hosted show. It's very interesting, and it comes off. It can get a little confusing, get a little muddled, but I thought it was very well done, and it allowed for some great fourth wall breaking within the film, and especially a really great fourth wall breaking emotional climax that I really enjoyed. Running along with that theme of cast, I thought that Scarlett Johansson did a great job here. She plays a very broken person. I also think it's written very well, and it's pretty funny. There's a lot of great jokes here, whether that be sight gags or just like one-liners or jokes set up and paid off that work very well. And kind of closing out the positives there, just slurred my words together so bad. I thought the emotional climax of the film, not the ending very much, but the emotional climax, you'll know it when you see it, was done very well. It's very emotional. I enjoyed Schwartzman's performance of it, and a great other performance that I really don't want to talk about because, it's been revealed in the marketing, but I just don't know how much I want to say. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was very emotional, and Schwartzman did an excellent job here. And I think Tom Hanks also as well. Pretty much everyone in this movie does a great job. There's a lot of characters, maybe not balanced as well as they could be, and going right into that, I'll get into the mixed. Like I said, there's a lot of characters here. There's so many people that just pop up for a scene or two scenes, and it's a very ensemble cast, and so not everyone gets a moment to shine. Everyone gets a scene or some lines, but not everyone gets a ton of time to shine. Like Maya Hawke's character is kind of just there. I'm not like familiar with Wes Anderson's style of filmmaking. I don't know if all of his movies are like this. It seems like he just gets very good at getting an ensemble cast and just getting everyone there and showing everyone's talents and having a ton of fun. So, I mean, again, it's not like super negative. It's just something that I thought of when I was watching the movie. I was like, Maya Hawke really isn't doing anything in this movie. And so, yeah, I think the ensemble cast, it works great. It's a ton of fun, but sometimes you can just tell it's a little weak. In a few places, and also some of the jokes don't always land for me. Humor is more often than not a very mixed aspect of movie watching for me. There's a lot of jokes that I laugh at, there's some that I don't. It's humor. Humor is subjective. It can really differ between people. Also, I think some of the pacing sometimes, isn't the best. There's a few things here that could have been cut, a few things that could have been trimmed. A very slow movie, it takes its time, so just be aware of that before you go see it. Coming into my negatives, the biggest thing here was there's a scene at the end of the third act, very, very climactic scene that I just did not understand in the absolute slightest. It came off as very weird to me, just so out of place in this movie, and I really disliked it, if I'm being honest. And maybe I just don't get it, but I really disliked it. I really didn't enjoy it. It took me out of the movie and honestly kind of brought the movie's score down by like a point. I just didn't get it. I didn't get into it. It came off as weird. It came off as like creepy, just borderline. It just didn't fit the rest of the tone of the movie. It didn't fit what I think Wes Anderson was going for. Then again, I could be completely off the mark here, so correct me if I'm wrong. If you loved it, I'm sure you'll know what scene I'm talking about. It's a scene, and it just has a lot of chanting. It just comes off as very weird, and then it goes back to normal, and it's just like, it's just so odd in this movie. And it's a very off-kilter, very quirky movie, and it tries very hard to be off-kilter and quirky, and so sometimes that turned me off a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I get it. This movie is very... Oh, look at me. I'm quirky. I'm off kilter. I'm quirky. I'm not like the other movies. And I get it. You need different types of genre, different type of film and filmmaking. Sometimes I feel like it's trying a little bit too hard to appease that like very niche audience of film fans, which is fine. There's an audience for everything. But just for me personally, it just didn't quite hit all the time. If you loved Asteroid City, then power to you. I can definitely see why you'd love the movie. Great score, great acting, very beautiful to look at, very well done. I just think where it falls flat a little bit is the emotional storytelling kind of wrapping up the film. There's a few scenes that kind of blunder here and there. I think Fantastic Mr. Fox is still my favorite Wes Anderson film out of the two that I've seen. So feel free to let me know down in the comments below what movies I should watch. Overall, guys, I enjoyed Asteroid City. I fully admit this is not a movie made for me. This is not a movie that I would normally check out. I do enjoy a lot of dramas. I do enjoy a lot of non-blockbuster movies, contrary to the reviews on my channel, because they're all almost blockbuster movies. But I thought it was great. It was a fun time at the movies. I enjoyed myself, and I'll definitely be watching more Wes Anderson movies in the future. Overall, I'd probably give it about a 6.5, 7 out of 10. It's fun. It's a good time at the theater. It does have a few dragging moments, however. Have you guys seen Asteroid City? What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments below, and stay tuned. I'm working on a few videos right now. Thank you so much for your patience, and I apologize again if I have any microphone issues in this video. My name's Carter Walker, and in the meantime, have a great rest of your day.